I think this Reddit thread is a good discussion to have. This person says, am I the a-hole for telling my husband that he needs to give me half his company if he wants me to be his housewife? My husband and I are both 35. We've been married for 6 years, and we have 2 children together and one on the way. He said he wanted me to be a housewife and stop working. I was very disturbed by that, but he explained that it was better for our family and children since he can afford a very good living. After a few weeks of thinking, I told him that I would agree, but only if I get half his company. He was surprised by this, but I explained further that the more I stay at home, the less chance I would have to find a well-paying job should we ever divorce because I would have less merits, while he would stay making more money each year. So I want half of the company. If we never divorce, which is the goal of all marriages, then it wouldn't matter. But should it end, it would be the price of me staying home and raising our children. So he would be less worried and stressed out. His words that he would be less anxious and stressed out if he knew they were with me rather than with strangers in a daycare or with nannies. When I told my friends, they called me an a-hole. My best friend was very angry and called me disgusting. So I am taken aback a little bit. Recognize that women do need to protect themselves. When you're working consistently without breaks, you are on trajectory to get promotions, raises, to change and get more expertise in your company, to switch companies, get other opportunities. So staying home is where the mommy penalty comes in. And it's only smart to, take care of yourself. And when you are the one that is asked to sacrifice, you're asked to sacrifice. There should be some comfort or some benefit or some landing spot if something were to go awry. And this makes sense to me. And what does not make sense is her supposed friends being upset because she is creating a life for herself just in case. Like, why would you call someone an a-hole? Her husband said she needs to sacrifice for their family. So why would the friends get upset? It makes no sense to me, but I believe that this is a discussion worth having because, yes, we're at a spot in life where we're having to decide childcare. Is there any childcare? Is childcare too expensive? Do I make enough money to go to work and for the family to cover childcare? Who's going to stay home? It's probably going to be the mother. So at this particular point, childcare or staying home should be a financial discussion. This needs to be discussed. I'm not going to hit all of these comments, but I just wanted to use this as a jump off spot because I've said this before. Family planning is financial planning. And like one of my YouTube subscribers said, family planning is wealth planning. And when you do it willy-nilly, it can bite you in the butt. We all deserve to be able to retire later on, but let's be real. Taking time off is the reason why many women do not have as much retirement or the reason why our earnings are not as much. So we need to talk about this. So this person says, girl, it seems like you need new friends. They might be happy to settle, but doesn't mean you should. I would feel the same. Either way, it benefits you both. And if you both were to divorce later down the road, it also helps to stabilize your children's future. And this is where people get it wrong a little bit, where they talk about she took me to the cleaners or she took half or whatever. No, she helped build as well. People are really weird about being prepared in case something bad happens. Preparing for divorce with any sort of agreement is looked down on, but so is end of life planning. Absolutely. Everybody has to have a game plan for retirement or if something bad happens or we need various insurances for a reason. So this is not a bad thing to consider planning. So I don't know why anyone would get upset about it. This person says, not the a-hole. He's asking you to make a sacrifice for the sake of the company. So equity in the company is appropriate compensation for this. If you never get divorced, then no worries. If you do, then the extra attention he's able to give to the business due to you taking on the domestic roles benefits both of you equally, as it should. Absolutely. She's a supporting role. And everything that she's able to do means that is less that he has to do. It only makes sense to me. This person is talking about community property, responding to a comment saying, why does everyone think that every state is community property? It's not. You don't want to give all this money to the lawyers because that's exactly what happens. Do it upfront, neat and clean, including if there's a divorce. Absolutely. Just be prepared. It's not that bad to be prepared. But I do want you guys to go ahead and weigh in on your thoughts. How do you feel about this? I think it's just smart because she's thinking about her future, because her future will take a hit if she stays home. You guys go ahead and weigh in. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.